Todd Shapiro Show. Canada Laughs. SiriusXM 168.
Hey, Genevieve, how you doing?
I'm good. I was worried my Wi-Fi connection in Muskoka wasn't working.
Oh, tough life. First world problems.
Right? Not complaining.
That's amazing. Well, why don't you do the intros to our next guest?
Yeah, absolutely. So, Enthusiast Gaming, we've got the CEO, Minash, on. He's the newest client to the Grit Capital roster. So, for those who don't know us, we basically tell the right story to the right people, and we're going to have Enthusiast Gaming at a big conference that we're going to be hosting in Muskoka next Wednesday, July 25th at the Taboo Resort, which Todd Shapiro, you are going to be there. And we are really excited. We're actually now adding a new tagline onto our tagline, which is we tell the right story to the right people in the right environment, because we think that being in a immersive outdoor setting like Muskoka, where the air is fresh and there's lots of oxygen and you're having fun, you're with knowledgeable people, you're with different types of people, you're with great companies. This is how you interact with content. That's how you engage with content and retain information. So we're really, really, really psyched to be hosting this conference. And, of course, Enthusiast Gaming on the cutting edge. So Minash can tell you about that. But his platform has grown from, I think, 20,000 active users in 2011 to over 100 million. They're one of the top platforms out there.
Fantastic. Minash, how you doing, man?
Hey, guys. Yeah, don't worry, Todd. You're pronouncing it the right way. I see your Jewish heritage.
Nice. Just nailed it, brah.
Yeah, exactly.
Very great.
Thanks for having me on. And I'm looking forward to Muskoka a little bit later.
Oh, yeah. Grit Camp's going to be amazing. I'm such a massive fan of everything that Genevieve's done, and then her and her team with Nicole. And they're so active in the community, and they're so, you know what they're so great at, and I know you're listening, G, but they're so good at humanizing kind of Bay Street and Wall Street types in a way. And I think that's so important for a lot of people to understand, not only companies, but investing in companies, understanding different technologies, understanding emerging industries. And they do it from a ground level, which is great. And everyone should get to know what Grit Capital does. The gaming space, really has blown me away. And, I feel like an old fart when I talk about this stuff at 45. But I mean, tell us about how your company's grown so much and sort of where we're going, and maybe what parents should start to realize what their kids are doing.
For sure. I mean, I would love to just claim all the success of the company just based on myself. But the truth is that we have had a phenomenal wave of just the industry is just exploding. The movies and television, those industries used to dominate the entertainment sector in North America. But if you actually look right now, video games of the past 5 years have blown past them. So, I think 80% of North American households now have some kind of device for video games. So we've just been riding that wave, and it's been tremendous for us. I started my company in my basement, just blogging about video games, and slowly but surely other bloggers were saying, hey, we can't really monetize well. We can't stop our day jobs. Can somebody figure this out? Join the business side of it and represent all of us. So we started representing a lot of sites and buying some sites, and by now we're about 85 hardcore gaming sites. We reach about 120 million uniques a month, and we run Canada's largest gaming convention. So it's just been a wild ride.
I love stories like this. It reminds me actually of the blockchain space, where guys used to get together in communities here in Toronto, like a guy like Anthony Diorio and stuff, and they would just talk about Ethereum and their ideas and where it got to. So with the gaming, so what is it exactly then that Enthusiast Gaming does?
So I started off with my passion, just writing about video games. And there's so many different little nooks and crannies in video games. You could be someone who loves Fortnite, you could love Minecraft, you could love Xbox, Nintendo, or competitive gaming at the highest level. So there's a lot of different websites that are catering specifically to those communities. So people could come talk about what they like, debate with others, read reviews, read editorials. And those are kind of the websites that have joined us. And slowly but surely, we got a name for ourselves of really being on the grassroots level of it, but also bringing a kind of professional maturity to it. And there's a lot of companies like, Bell and Rogers, who we've started working with. They want to access those gamers. They want some kind of a way to engage with them. So you need to go to those who really understand the community. If you ever come to one of our events, you'll see the electricity in the room when they're cheering. We typically think of like the biggest event as the Super Bowl, but the League of Legends World Championships had more people watching it than the Super Bowl. That's how big gaming is getting right now.
Wow.
So we just want to service that community, and it's a really fun, positive community when you see them get together. So I invite you, definitely come down. Lots of celebrities you might not be familiar with on YouTube and Twitch.
Well, I know this like Ninja because of Drake, right? And Drake was brilliant, sort of exploiting that audience to get new people for him. Really being on top
Drake
of it.
has the Oprah effect now. If he shines his light on something, if he shines his light on something, it explodes. Fortnite was already big, but that night changed everything for them.
It definitely made it more mainstream for everyone. Freddie.
I was going to say, I was at a Raptor game last year, and they kind of called everyone's attention for some celebrities who were sitting courtside, and the two celebrities were the Toronto selectees who play basketball online.
Wow!
And it wasn't just like, oh, check out these people. Half the arena cheered uproariously. So a lot of people knew these two guys, and a lot of they were.
So it's
fans.
actually bad parenting to tell your kids not to play video games.
It's definitely not realistic anymore. But I think you get more brownie points if you talk to your kid and say like, "Hey, let me play a round of Fortnite with you." They'll be like, "Oh wow, you're the cool dad."
Yeah.
Like, I like Persona 5. Like, Dad, get out of here.
No, that's niche. Yeah.
Hey, Minash, do you guys have in your office those like gaming seats?
How did you know that?
Oh, do you actually?
Yes.
You're kidding.
I'm like, you have a camera here or something like that.
No, I don't.
We have like 40 of those. Yes,
Wow.
those are the only chairs we use.
It actually just made that's amazing.
Todd's got eyes on everybody. Okay?
No, I just like I was sort of thinking like I want to come to where the office is in Toronto.
Yeah, it's Young and Eglinton.
Well, that's definitely. Listen, Genevieve, we cut you short. Sorry, we got two smart guests here today, so we've had big conversations going on. But G, why don't you join us this week to talk more about Grit Camp and everything else? And why don't from time to time, Minash Kestenbaum, the CEO of Enthusiast Gaming, why don't we get together and or get you back on the show, because it is an industry, to be honest, we should be talking about more. And I really appreciate all your insights.
For sure, I'd love to give my insights anytime. And we're going public hopefully in about a month or two. So, pay attention to that, and we'll see what happens.
Very cool.
We want to catch Great Capital. We want to keep bringing you the sectors. We go where the puck is going, like Wayne Gretzky does. So, we were early in cannabis, crypto, and now gaming. So, game on.
There's no doubt Genevieve's has opened my eyes up to a world that I never knew existed. It's more than just sort of jokes and comedy and sports. There's a lot going on. And we should all be informed by it, and that's what we try to do to bring it to you. Thank you both. We'll have you back on the program very soon. We're very grateful for your time.
The Todd Shapiro Show, Canada Laughs, SiriusXM 168.